on this occasion of inauguration and convocation ceremony of 55th National Annual Conference of NAMSCON 2015. I request you to kindly keep your mobile phones switched off during the function. Please keep the aisles clear and kindly stand up as the academic procession enters the convocation venue and remain standing till the dignitaries have been seated on the dais. I request you all to please vocalize our national anthem.
जन गण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड़ उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्छल जलधि तरंगा तब शुभ नामे जागे तब शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तब जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे।
To begin the proceedings of this auspicious evening, I request our Honorable Chief Guest, His Excellency, the Governor of Bihar, Shri Ramnath Kovind Ji, and the other dignitaries on the dais to please light the lamp.
हे भगवती सुर भारती तव चरणों प्रणमामः जय जय हे भगवती सुर भारती तव चरणों प्रणमामः नाद ब्रह्ममयी जय वागेश्वरी नाद ब्रह्ममयी जय वागेश्वरी शरणं ते गच्छामः जय जय हे भगवती सुर भारती तव चरणों प्रणमामः त्वमसि शरण्या त्रिभुवन धन्या सुरमुनिवन्दित चरणा त्वमसि शरण्या त्रिभुवन धन्या सुरमुनिवन्दित चरणा नवरस मधुरा कविता मुखरा नवरस मधुरा कविता मुखरा स्मित रुचि रुचिराभरणा जय जय हे भगवती सुर भारती तव चरणों प्रणमामः आसीना भव मानस हंसे कुंद तुहिन शशि धवले आसीना भव मानस हंसे कुंद तुहिन शशि धवले हर जड़ता गुरु बोधि विकासम हर जड़ता गुरु बोधि विकासम स्मित पंकज तनु विमले जय जय हे भगवती सुर भारती तव चरणों प्रणमामः जय जय चरणौ प्रणमामः 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 प्रणमामः।
Thank you. With this, we hope and pray that our hearts and minds may be filled with light of knowledge. On behalf of the institution, we wish to offer floral welcome to our esteemed guests. Ujala will now offer flowers to His Excellency, the Governor of Bihar, Shri Ramnath Kovind ji. Rakshita will now present a bouquet to our guest of honor, Professor Ravi Kant, who is the Vice Chancellor, King George Medical University, Lucknow. Lavanya will now welcome Dr. Mukund S. Joshi, who is the President, NAMS. Mitale will now give floral pleasantries to our Honorable Director, Professor G.K. Singh. Salma will now give bouquet to Dr. D.N. Srivastava, who is the Secretary General. Ujala will now welcome Dr. C.M. Singh, who is the Organizing Secretary of this NAMSCON. Thank you, students. I would now request our Organizing Chairman, Professor G.K. Singh, sir, to formally welcome our esteemed guests.
Honorable His Excellency Shri Ramnath Kovind, Professor Ravi Kant, Vice Chancellor of the King George Medical University, Lucknow, Professor Mukund S. Joshi, President, National Academy of Medical Sciences, Professor D.N. Srivastava, Secretary, National Academy of Medical Sciences, Dr. C.M. Singh, Organizing Secretary of this NAMS conference, Professor Nitin Kumar, Professor Raj Kumar, Professor Sandeep Kumar, Professor Sanjeev Misra, all directors of the regional aims, Professor Churamani Gopal, my ex-Vice Chancellor, King George Medical University, guests, members of the press, faculty, students, and employees of this great institution. Binu satasang vivek na hoi, Ram kripa bin sulabh na soi. राम की कृपा से आज के दिन आप सभी इस प्रांगण में पधारे हैं। आपका बहुत बहुत स्वागत। एम्स पटना 3 साल पुराना, 3 years old, एक बेबी इंस्टीट्यूशन है जिसकी पोटेंशियल सारे संसार को शेक कर देने की है। मैं उम्मीद करता हूं और भगवान से प्रार्थना करता हूं कि आप सब की अनुकंपा से, आप सब के गुड विशेस से एक दिन ये बहुत महान इंस्टीट्यूशन बनेगा। नालंदा ऑफ द ईस्ट होगा, नालंदा ऑफ द ईस्ट होगा। नालंदा तक्षशिला की तरह विश्वविख्यात होगा। यहाँ पे सब लोग जो है विद्या ग्रहण करेंगे और पूरी की पूरी मेडिकल साइंस इसको फॉलो करेगी। विलक्षण ये इस तरह से है कि बिहार की 12 करोड़ जनता को उसके द्वार पर सस्ता और सुलभ और सक्षम इलाज पहुंचाना, ये इसका मैंडेट है, पार्लियामेंट का मैंडेट है। हाउ विल द बेनिफिट्स ऑफ मॉडर्न साइंस रीच द लास्ट मैन इन द क्यू? और इसलिए इसका रोल इन बाउंड्रीज के अंदर नहीं है। जहां तक इसकी रोशनी पहुंच सके वहां तक इसका रोल है। रिसोर्स डेफिशिएंट स्टेट में गरीब के पास सही राय समय से कैसे पहुंचे, इस संबंध में ये कई तरह से विलक्षण है। और ये एक नया इंस्टीट्यूशन है। मैं हमेशा कहता था कि अगर हम एम्स दिल्ली को एमुलेट कर रहे हैं और वही हमारी ग्लास सीलिंग है, तो भारत ने कुछ प्रगति नहीं की, क्योंकि जो 1956 में बन गया एम्स, वो 2012 में बनाने से क्या लाभ। इसलिए स्काई इज द लिमिट। वर्ल्ड की बेस्ट पोजीशन पाना ही हम लोगों का ध्येय है और तन मन धन से सर हम इसमें लगे रहेंगे और ईश्वर की मदद से एक दिन ये बहुत विश्वविख्यात होगा। इन्हीं शब्दों के साथ मैं अपनी वाणी को विराम देता हूं। धन्यवाद।
Our chief guest, His Excellency the Governor of Bihar, to release the souvenir of this NAMSCON 2015. Thank you, sir. For the year 2014, by the chief guest, by the President NAMS.
President Dr. Mukund Joshi to please come on the dais and read the citation of Dr. C.S. Bhaskaran. Can I have a little light here with it? Thank you. Dignitaries on the dais, distinguished guests, fellows, members, ladies and gentlemen. It is my misfortune that I have to refer to Dr. C.S. Bhaskaran as late Dr. Bhaskaran, especially when the Academy had decided to confer the honor of Lifetime Achievement Award to this humble, soft, gentle human being and above all a lovable man. Professor Bhaskaran has had a renowned has been a renowned microbiologist and medical educationist. He was born in 1932 and he graduated in medicine from Madras University and did his post-graduation in pathology from Andhra University. He served as professor of microbiology for over 2 decades and worked as an additional director and director of medical education and director of Institute of Preventive Medicine and Public Health. He also was the chief of laboratory services and vice chancellor of the N.T. Ramarao University of Health and Sciences in Andhra Pradesh. He was associated with several national and international organizations such as MCI, ICMR, NBE, Planning Commission and Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, Government of India. He was also associated with WHO in a big way. He was a former president of the Indian Association of Medical Microbiologists, and Dr. Bhaskaran was associated with the National Academy of Medical Sciences since 1972 when fellowship was conferred on him. He was elected emeritus professor of our academy in view of his professional excellence and subject and expertise of a high order. He served the Academy in several capacities, and finally he was the president of the Academy from 2012 to date. With his quality of equanimity, academic and professional excellence, Professor Bhaskaran richly deserves the Lifetime Achievement Award. The award was handed over to his wife posthumously, Dr. Shamila, who has also been a fellow of our academy for a long time, by Dr. Prema Ramachandran. She is here, along with a few other fellows from Hyderabad. And the oration was, and the Lifetime Achievement Award was given to him in his name in Hyderabad very recently. On behalf of the Academy and all of us here, I really congratulate the fact that Dr. Bhaskaran, however late it is, has been our Lifetime Achievement Award winner. Thank you.
Dr. Mukund Joshi is a very eminent radiologist, sonologist, and former president of Indian Radiology Association. He was first Indian in last 100 years to be honored as honorary fellow of American College of Radiologists. He has several awards, but I would like to mention here few, like Lifetime Achievement Award by American Radiologist of Indian origin, and I would like to tell you that he has been elected unopposed president of the National Academy of Medical Sciences, which is a very prestigious institute. Now I request Honorable Chief Guest, His Excellency Governor Shri Ramnath Kovind ji, to install him as current president. Academy of Medical Sciences. President Sir, may I request your permission to present fellows and members who have been elected and are present here. Thank you, sir. I present to you Dr. Pradeep Das, who is currently Director, Rajendra Memorial Research Institute of Medical Sciences, RIMS, ICMR, Patna. May I request Dr. Sharma to read the citation.
Parasite survival, stress management, and translational aspects of Entamoeba histolytica, Giardia, and Leishmania donovani. First time demonstrated that 29 kilodalton protein of Entamoeba histolytica is responsible for survival under high oxygen environment and gene related to pathogenesis. Process of rRNA biogenesis in Giardia. Developed a non-invasive test for diagnosis of Leishmania and Leishmania DNA vaccine, and decoded amphotericin B resistance mechanism in Leishmania isolates. Dr. Das is actively involved in the implementation of operational research, for example, determining actual disease burden, sandfly resistant to DDT, and development of monitoring and evaluation toolkit for vector control. He is recipient of many prestigious awards of science, Indian Academy of Science of India, West Bengal Academy of Science and Technology, and member of the RTAG WHO core group on Kala Azar of Government of India, Technical Advisory Committee of Government of India, Ministry of Health. He has more than 200 national international publications in his credit and he has conducted 200-bed tropical disease research center in RMEI.
In the name and by the authority vested in me as the President of the National Academy of Medical Sciences, I admit you, Dr. Pradeep Das, as a fellow thereof. Congratulations.
Sir, I present currently Professor, Department of Experimental Medicine and Biotechnology, Postgraduate Institute of Medical Education Research, that is PGI Chandigarh.
Later blossoming into a mature, internationally known research worker, an excellent teacher, and an efficient group leader. She has made unique contribution in the field of idiopathic cardiomyopathy, hypertension, diabetes, associated heart diseases, and genetic environmental basis of head and neck cancer. She has published nearly 160 papers in high impact factor journals, including co-authoring in Nature Genetics. She has authored 2 books, 2 monographs, which have been associated nationally and internationally, and is currently editing another monograph on microRNAs. She has also served as professor in charge academics at Postgraduate Institute of Chandigarh and showed good administrative capabilities. She has also contributed to rural health services in screening rural population and children for hypertension risk factors. High quality research has been possible because of well-deserved funding from different agencies nationally as well as internationally. She has great organization capabilities, and scientists of her stature involved in molecular medicine are very few.
In the name and by the authority vested in me as the President of the National Academy of Medical Sciences, I admit you, Dr. Madhu Kullar, as a fellow thereof. Congratulations.
Professor, Department of Microbiology, All India Institute of Medical Sciences, New Delhi.
Dr. Mirdha had received advanced training in microbiology and served as a faculty of microbiology of All India Institute of Medical Sciences, New Delhi since 1993. He is an outstanding teacher, excellent research worker, and an able administrator. He has trained 14 postgraduate MD students, 6 PhD students, and published more than 80 research papers in journals of good standing till date. His main field of interest in research have been pneumocystis jirovecii, pneumonia, and intestinal protozoa infections, with a special reference to molecular characterization of Cryptosporidium species and blastomycosis. He has also been research pursuits in drug-resistant malaria. He is recipient of fellowship of Indian Academy of Tropical Parasitology in 2013. He has also received All India Institute of Medical Sciences Excellence Award in 2013 in the category of significant research in microbiology. He is recipient of many awards in different academic meetings and has delivered many invited lectures in various CMEs and conferences held in India and abroad. As a recognition of his professional excellence and leadership, he was elected as the Secretary of the Indian Association of Medical Microbiologists, Delhi chapter in 2013.
In the name and by the authority vested in me as the President of the National Academy of Medical Sciences, I admit you, Dr. Bijay Ranjan Mirdha, as a fellow thereof.
Professor and Head, Department of Biochemistry, Postgraduate Institute of Medical Education and Research, that is PGI Chandigarh, Dr. Rajendra Prasad.
Dr. Prasad's consistent research in the field of human molecular genetics and membrane biochemistry is outstanding. He established for the first time in India the spectrum of mutations in Wilson's disease, cystic fibrosis, and galactosemia genes. The mutations identified in these diseases are cited in national and international databases. This information is crucial for genetic counseling, perinatal diagnosis, as well as better understanding of the disease process, which can lead to more effective treatment and prevention. His recent work on spectrum in human reproduction journals, and he was nominated for consideration for 11th Royal International Award. He carried out research involved in membrane biochemistry with a special reference to membrane transport systems of zinc and its regulation under various pathophysiological conditions. He identified, kinetically characterized, and cloned zinc transporters from kidney, which is involved in the zinc transport across the renal brush border membrane.
In the name and by the authority vested in me as the President of the National Academy of Medical Sciences, I admit you, Dr. Rajendra Prasad, as a fellow.
Sir, I present to you Dr. Dinesh Kumar Bharatraj, who is currently Scientist E, Deputy Director, Coordinator, PCT Food and Drug Toxicology Research Center, National Institute of Nutrition, Indian Council of Medical Research, ICMR, near Hyderabad.
Dr. Dinesh Kumar is well known for his contribution in understanding preclinical toxicology of new innovative products like recombinants, GMOs, LMOs, DNA vaccines, and developing preclinical in vivo, in vitro models of efficacy evaluation of these products. His studies on detection and prevention of lead toxicity and social drug epidemiology are well recognized. In view of his experience, he is now being designated as coordinator for Center for Advanced Research for Clinical Toxicology at National Institute of Nutrition, Hyderabad. He has successfully executed various projects by coordinating with scientists from within and outside the institute by seeking funding from various national and international agencies. He has supervised doctorate and postgraduate students coming from medical and pharmacy background. He is Normal Borlaug Fellow and member in various national task force committees of Director, Drug Controller General of India, General Secretary for Indian Pharmacological Society, Treasurer Nutrition Society of India. In transferring the activity at par with various societies is well appreciated. His recent publication represents a pioneer work from India in the area of DNA vaccines. This is the first clinical toxicology evaluation of a DNA vaccine in non-human primate in India. Dr. Dinesh Kumar, please.
In the name and by the authority vested in me as the President of the National Academy of Medical Sciences, I admit you, Dr. Dinesh Kumar Bharatraj, as a fellow thereof. Congratulations.
Sir, I present to you Dr. Daisy Sahni, who is, that is PGI Chandigarh.
Dr. Sahni has made seminal contribution to the discipline of anatomy. Besides publishing quality papers in high-impact journals, she has made unique contribution to school health education using a special medium of organs talk, held every year in Chandigarh. So far, about 3,500 students have been educated in a very special way. Her department runs a very active body donation program and maintaining a patho gallery of donors. She excels in clinical anatomy and special integrated hands in cadaveric workshops with surgeons. The DHEL has been equipped with operating microscope to give live demonstrations. She has contributed chapters in major textbook of anatomy to be published by Willis. She is on the editorial board of Journals of Clinical Anatomy. She is the Professor of Anatomical Society of India for the year 2013-14 and in North States chapter of Anatomical Society of India for the year 2012-13. Her organization abilities are unparalleled. Dr. Sahni, please.
In the name and by the authority vested in me as the President of the National Academy of Medical Sciences, I admit you, Dr. Daisy Sahni, as a fellow thereof.
Sir, I present to you Dr. Shashi Bala Singh, who is currently Outstanding Scientist and Director, Defense Institute of Physiology and Allied Sciences, Defense Research and Development Organization, that is DRDO, Ministry of Defense, Delhi.
Dr. C. Understanding of high altitude physiology for improving the quality of life of the soldiers deployed at inhospitable areas. Using behavioral, biochemical and physiological studies, she has elucidated some of the basic mechanisms involved in high altitude induced hyperphagia caused due to changes in taste preferences and not due to modulation of central hypothalamic mechanism. She was conferred with the Scientist of the Year award by Honorable Prime Minister in 2010. She is also recipient of Surge Rear Admiral M.S. Malhotra Prize of 2012, Titanium Trophy 2010, Mexico Innovation Foundation Award 2010, Technology Spin-Off Award 2008, Surgeon Rear Admiral M.S. Malhotra Prize 2007, Professor Baldev Singh Oration Award of DRDO Laboratory Scientist of the Year 2006, Dr. J.N. Mehta Memorial Oration Award 2003, and Bharat Nirmal Talented Award 1995. She is a bright scientist and is inspiration for young scientists. Dr. Singh, please.
In the name and by the authority vested in me as the President of the National Academy of Medical Sciences, I admit you, Dr. Shashi Bala Singh, as a fellow thereof.
Sir, I present to you Dr. V.R. Janaki, who is
Janki has been involved in teaching clinical dermatology for the past few decades. She has won awards like H.J. Shroff Award, Best Teacher Award of IADVL, Karnataka branch in 2008, Dr. Sardari Lal Oration, Dr. A.S. Thambia Oration, and Dr. R.V. Rajam Endowment Lecture. She has published 109 papers. She has been involved in social activities by rendering free services to various trusts like the Hindu Welfare Center, Shashun Medical Center, Adi Parakshati Trust, and Rotary Club. Dr. Janaki, please.
In the name and by the authority vested in me as the President of the National Academy of Medical Sciences, I admit you, Dr. V.R. Janaki, as a fellow thereof.
Institute of Medical Sciences, that is SGPGIMS, Lucknow. Dr. Chedda.
Dr. Ambesh has an immense contribution in the field of anesthesiology. He is an excellent anesthesiologist, clinical teacher, keen researcher, and a very good human being. His comprehensive and up-to-date knowledge in the subject is remarkable. He has more than 100 publications, 5 patents, and 3 procedure kits developed: Ambesh Maneuver, Ambesh T-Tech Kit, and Ambesh Pain Score on his name. He is associated with more than a dozen international journals and societies. He is recipient of Shyamlal Saxena Memorial Award from National Academy of Medical Sciences, Bharat Jyoti Award from IIFS, Vigyan Ratan Award from the Government of Uttar Pradesh, and is a member of number of international societies and fellowships. Dr. Ambesh.
In the name and by the authority vested in me as the President of the National Academy of Medical Sciences, I admit you, Dr. Sushil Prakash Ambesh, as a fellow thereof. Congratulations.
Sir, I present to you Dr. Binod Kumar Khetan, who is currently Professor, Department of Dermatology and Venereology, All India Institute of Medical Sciences, AIIMS, Ansari Nagar, New Delhi.
In dermatology at AIIMS. He has a rare combination of clinical acumen and scientific temperament. He has been consistently contributing in the specialty, both as a teacher and as a researcher, and has original contribution in the field of vitiligo, which are widely acclaimed. He is a vice president. He has been a vice president and president of the Faculty Association of All India Institute of Medical Sciences, Delhi. He is recipient of Dr. B.M. Ambady Oration, Dr. H. Devendra Singh Oration, and Dr. K.C. Kandheri Award. He has more than 100 publications to his credit.
In the name and by the authority vested in me as the President of the National Academy of Medical Sciences, I admit you, Dr. Binod Kumar Khetan, as a fellow thereof. Congratulations.
Sir, I present to you Dr. Gopi Chand Khilnani, who is currently Professor, Department of Pulmonary Medicine and Sleep Disorder, All India Institute of Medical Sciences, New Delhi.
Medicine for more than 20 years and has done significant work in research, teaching, and patient care. He had joined the Faculty of Medicine at All India Institute of Medical Sciences, New Delhi in 1993. He has done research in the field of tuberculosis, community-acquired pneumonia, infections in ICU, non-invasive ventilation, COPD, health effects of air pollution, and has published and presented his work both at national and international levels. He has been examiner for MD and DNB in medicine and respiratory medicine and DM respiratory medicine. He was assigned to form curriculum for DM critical care medicine and DM infectious diseases by the Medical Council of India. He is president of National College of Chest Physicians, chairman of Credential Committee of Indian Society of Critical Care Medicine, and member of the Council of Governors and Regents of American College of Chest Physicians.
In the name and by the authority vested in me as the President of the National Academy of Medical Sciences, I admit you, Dr. Gopi Chand Khilnani, as a fellow thereof.
Sir, I present to you Dr. Kailash Kumar, who is currently Professor, Department of General Medicine, Institute of Medical Sciences, Banaras Hindu University, Varanasi.
Dr. Kumar has vast experience in his field in capacity of teacher, researcher, and physician. He has guided more than 15 theses for MD or MS and PhD. His publications in the national and international journals have been around 50. He was member of WHO's Draft Committee for Appropriate Clinical Use of Blood. He has been state trainer and coordinator for HIV/AIDS training program and state trainer for HIV/AIDS counseling program by NACO, New Delhi. He is instrumental in developing and modernizing the blood transfusion services and institutional blood bank which was accredited A+ by NACO. He has delivered lectures in more than 25 CME programs. He is chairperson core committee training panel on Homo-Vigilance Program of India, Ministry of Health. He has been awarded 1 fellowship and 1 oration in his field. Besides his profession, he has organized various social activities, health camps, and more than 500 voluntary blood donation camps. He has been co-in charge of Banaras Hindu University's PMT for 3 consecutive years. Currently, he is instrumental in development of BMT and stem cell research facility as the Banaras Hindu University.
In the name and by the authority vested in me as the President of the National Academy of Medical Sciences, I admit you, Dr. Kailash Kumar, as a fellow thereof. Congratulations.
Sir, I present to you Dr. Om Prakash Mishra, who is currently Professor, Department of Pediatrics, Institute of Medical Sciences, Banaras Hindu University, Varanasi.
Dr. Mishra is an excellent clinician, teacher and researcher. He has published on the area of nephrotic syndrome, acute kidney injury and infectious diseases in children. He has immense leadership qualities and has developed department in all its spheres. He also created the division of pediatric nephrology. He has got prestigious fellowships of INSA and DAD for research and study visits at advanced centers of pediatric nephrology in Germany, and he has been also visiting professor of BP Korala Institute of Health Sciences, Dharan.
In the name and by the authority vested in me as the President of the National Academy of Medical Sciences, I admit you, Dr. Om Prakash Mishra, as a fellow thereof. Congratulations.
Sir, I am currently Principal and Professor, Department of Pediatrics, Dayanand Medical College and Hospital, Ludhiana.
Dr. Singh has been a Senate member and Dean Faculty of Medical Sciences of Baba Farid University of Health Sciences, Faridkot. He has authored 5 books on pediatrics and has over 100 publications in leading journals. His numerous activities include conducting neonatal as well as pediatric advanced life support programs of Indian Academy of Pediatrics. He has published or presented more than 200 papers. Dr. Singh, please.
In the name and by the authority vested in me as the President of the National Academy of Medical Sciences, I admit you, Dr. Daljit Singh, as a fellow thereof.
Sir, I present to you Lieutenant General Dr. Prem Prakash Verma, who is Deputy Chief of IDS Medical and Chief Consultant Medicine and Nephrology, Headquarter Integrated Defence Staff, Ministry of Defence, West Block, RK Puram, New Delhi.
General Verma had done research fellowships at Massachusetts General Hospital, ISN fellowship at Emory Hospital and Toronto General Hospital. He was Dean Academics at Army Hospital, RNR Army Hospital. He has been Chief of the Naval Staff, won the Chief of Naval Staff Award in the year 2008, 2010 and 2012. He has presented more than 200 papers and has been awarded Best Paper Award on many occasions, including at the World Congress of Nephrology, Singapore in 2005. He has been instrumental in starting renal transplant program in Command Hospital, Pune and Calcutta, and has been instrumental in starting DNB nephrology program in armed forces. Dr. Verma, please.
Actually, he has left. So, sir, I present to you Dr. Ashish Suri, who is currently Professor, Department of Neurosurgery, All India Institute of Medical Sciences, AIMS, New Delhi. Dr. Ashish Suri. Dr. Suri, please come here.
has been pursuing clinical care, research, education and training in neurosurgery at All India Institute for nearly 20 years. He has primary interest in clinical neurosurgery and has several innovations in the techniques of skull-based surgery, micro-neurovascular surgery, endoscopic neurosurgery and neuro-oncology. He has delivered state-of-art DST, DBT, DHR funded neurosurgery skill training facility for research and development of neurosurgery skills training curriculum on Indo-German collaboration platform. The facility imparts skills training to trainees and trained neurosurgeons for all over India, Asia and Africa. His outstanding research culminated in 128 research papers published in peer-reviewed journals.
In the name and by the authority vested in me as the President of the National Academy of Medical Sciences, I admit you, Dr. Ashish Suri, as a fellow thereof.
Sir, I present to you Dr. Ravi Gupta, who is currently Professor Orthopedics, Government Medical College and Hospital, Chandigarh. May I request Dr. Deshmukh to read the citation.
Dr. Gupta is a distinguished orthopedic surgeon, a great teacher and a researcher. He established knee arthroscopy in the region in 1998, when few centers in India had expertise for it. He was the first in India to introduce, to develop and to standardize the techniques of arthroscopy of hip, ankle, wrist and elbow joints in 2003. During these years, he continuously worked to teach and to develop the specialty of sports medicine, cum arthroscopy, through workshops and live demonstration surgeries in various parts of India. He has invented two surgical techniques, one for reconstruction of unstable distal radio-ulnar joint and second for the repair of biceps rupture muscle, that is elbow, both having remarkably better outcomes in comparison to the existing techniques. He was invited to present the former techniques in Korea, Thailand and Japan and was conferred as Japan Hand Fellow in 2006.
In the name and by the authority vested in me as the President of the National Academy of Medical Sciences, I admit you, Dr. Ravi Gupta, as a fellow thereof.
Sir, I present to you Dr. Krishnamachar Harish, who is currently Professor and Head Department of Surgical Oncology at MS Ramaiah Medical College, Gokula, Bangalore.
Dr. Krishnamachar Harish has more than 25 years of professional experience, distinguishing himself as a teacher, a researcher, a cancer surgeon and administrator of high repute. He has contributed extensively as a teacher and has been a guide and a co-guide to many students. He has devised new surgical techniques which are well accepted by the surgical fraternity. His research on tobacco in cancer is quoted extensively in standard textbooks across the specialties. He is a fellow of several prestigious organizations such as International College of Surgeons and Association of Surgeons of India. For his immense contribution towards patient care, the Karnataka government has bestowed on him several awards. Dr. Harish is widely recognized for his work in the field of surgical oncology in both clinical and basic research. He has raised a large amount of funding from various agencies and has collaborative studies with the prestigious organizations such as the Indian Institute of Science.
In the name and by the authority vested in me as the President of the National Academy of Medical Sciences, I admit you, Dr. Krishnamachar Harish, as a fellow thereof. Congratulations.
Sir, I present to you Lieutenant Colonel Dr. Arunachalam Ravi Kumar, who is currently Professor and Head Department of ENT, Head and Neck Surgery, Shri Ramachandra Medical College and Research Institute, Chennai.
Dr. Arunachalam Ravi Kumar is an eminent otorhinolaryngologist of India with distinction of 24 years service in Indian Army, rendering service to the Jawans and the civilians in remote areas. With specialized training in UK, he implemented cochlear implantation and skull-based surgery as his focused area of medical service and research in all institutions. At Sri Ramachandra University, he has developed the department, organized several skills training programs, workshops, and ENT camps. He is a committee member of many national ENT and community service organizations and has published extensively and guided research projects and PhD scholars. He is a disciplinarian, involved medical teacher, committed research worker, and conscientious community service provider, which have elevated him as a role model for medical fraternity.
In the name and by the authority vested in me as the President of the National Academy of Medical Sciences, I admit you, Lieutenant Colonel Dr. Arunachalam Ravi Kumar, as a fellow thereof.
Sir, I present to you Dr. Anil Kumar Gupta, who is currently Professor and Head Department of Hospital Administration cum Medical Superintendent, PGI, Chandigarh. Dr. Arun Kumar Gupta. Anil Kumar Gupta.
Dr. Gupta has established the Department of Hospital Administration in PGI Chandigarh and over years has undertaken major steps to achieve improvement in quality of patient care services, outpatient, inpatient, and across departments. He has been involved in the project on Pradhan Mantri's Swasthi Suraksha Yojana for creation, construction, commissioning, and recruitment for the 6 AIIMS-like institutions in the country. He is a member of Expert Committee on Preparing National Drug List for Government of India. Dr. Anil.
In the name and by the authority vested in me as the President of the National Academy of Medical Sciences, I admit you, Dr. Anil Kumar Gupta, as a fellow thereof.
Sir, I present to you Dr. Gopal Krishna Guru Raj, who is currently Professor and Head Department of Epidemiology, Center for Public Health, WHO Collaborating Center for Injury Prevention and Safety Promotion, National Institute of Mental Health and Neurosciences, Bangalore.
Dr. Guru Raj, distinguished public health specialist, researcher and academician, underwent training in injury prevention control, road safety, non-communicable diseases prevention, care and control several years ago, and thereafter developed public health strategies and approaches for these problems in India. He has also ensured that in addition to providing care, he also contributes to epidemiological and public health research, establishing information system, disease-specific registries, surveillance programs, program evaluations. He has therefore been closely sought after not only by the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, Government of India and ICMR, but also international agencies such as World Bank, UNICEF, UNDP, DFID, and several other public health priority strengthening institutions and funding agencies. Dr. Gururaj.
In the name and by the authority vested in me as the President of the National Academy of Medical Sciences, I admit you, Dr. Gopal Krishna Gururaj, as a fellow thereof.
Sir, I present to you Dr. Jugal Kishore, who is currently Professor, Department of Community Medicine, Maulana Azad Medical College, New Delhi.
Dr. Jugal Kishore has two hats, one as a community medicine professor and other as PhD in psychiatry from Delhi University. He is a very eminent teacher and has been carrying out health and family welfare programs which are based in the community, both for physical health and for mental health, and organized many national and international seminars, conferences and workshops. He is the Secretary General for Indian Association of Adolescent Health, and he is an author of many books and scientific publications in the discipline of community medicine. Dr. Jugal Kishore.
In the name and by the authority vested in me as the President of the National Academy of Medical Sciences, I admit you, Dr. Jugal Kishore, as a fellow thereof.
Sir, I present to you Dr. Hrudayanand Malik,
Dr.
who is,
Malik.
who is currently Professor, Department of Physiology, All India Institute of Medical Sciences, Ansari Nagar, New Delhi.
Dr. Malik had made very significant contribution for the advancement of sleep medicine in the country. He was instrumental in instituting a certificate program in sleep medicine for medical professionals in India, which has been recognized now by the World Sleep Federation. In addition to conducting yearly sleep medicine courses at various cities in India, with participation of 12 to 15 sleep medicine experts from the country, USA and Japan since 2006, he has been holding sleep medicine courses for the last 3 years. He had made impressive contribution in the field of sleep medicine and is currently holding the office as President of Asian Sleep Research Society. He has been given Lifetime Achievement Award by the Association of American Physicians of Indian Origin for outstanding contribution to sleep medicine. Dr. Malik.
In the name and by the authority vested in me as the President of the National Academy of Medical Sciences, I admit you, Dr. Hrudayananda Malik, as a fellow thereof.
Sir, I present to you Dr. Ravindra Mohan Pandey, who is currently Professor and Head, Department of Biostatistics, All India Institute of Medical Sciences, New Delhi.
Dr. Pandey is one of the most eminent and adored teacher of biostatistics. All his efforts is to make the subject understandable to all research workers not only medical but also other fields. This is one of his signal contributions to improved use of biostatistics with understanding by whole tribe of research workers over the last 3 decades. Of course, he has enormous contribution as a research worker with over 300 publications. He is a member of WHO groups, ICMR groups, DBT groups on research. He has been temporary advisor for WHO CRO. He is a statistical consultant for United Nations Office for Drugs and Crime and assists Government of India in planning data analysis, report writing in many of the national surveys and studies. Dr. Pandey.
In the name and by the authority vested in me as the President of the National Academy of Medical Sciences, I admit you, Dr. Ravindra Mohan Pandey, as a fellow there.
Sir, now I read the names of newly elected members in alphabetical order. Dr. Atul Sharma, Dr. Nikhil Gupta, Dr. Kajal Jain, Dr. Palash Kumar, Dr. Madhumita Mukhopadhyay.
Please come up on the dais.
Dr. Ranbir Pal, Dr. Rajiv Sinha, Dr. Ajay Agarwal, Dr. Avinash Agarwal. नहीं नहीं अभी पीछे मधुमिता मुखोपाध्याय, डॉक्टर रणबीर, डॉक्टर राजीव सिन्हा, डॉक्टर अजय अग्रवाल, डॉक्टर अविनाश अग्रवाल, डॉक्टर दुष्यंत अग्रवाल, डॉक्टर अंजलि अग्रवाल, डॉक्टर अनूप कुमार अनविकार, डॉक्टर अनूप, डॉक्टर मोहम्मद जाहिद अशरफ, डॉक्टर मौसमी बासु, डॉक्टर शालमूली भट्टाचार्य, डॉक्टर गीतांजलि, आपका मैडम फोटो नहीं हुआ, कम डॉक्टर रश्मि, डॉक्टर रश्मि रंजन दास, Dr. Mahesh. Dr. Abhinav Dikshit. Dr. Shilpi Gupta Dikshit. Then Dr. Ajay Gulati. Dr. Pooja Gupta. Dr. Ravi Gupta. Dr. Kanaram Jat. Dr. Manish. एक मिस हो गया. Dr. Manish. Okay, so Dr. Chandra Mohan Kumar. Then Dr. Vanita Lal. Mandeep Kang. Dr. Mandeep Kang. Dr. Madhusudan, radiologist. Madhusudan KS. Dr. Somnath Mukherjee. Dr. Nidhi Vidyut Panda. Dr. Shantanu. Dr. Babita. Dr. Shalini. Dr. Manful. Then Dr. Sadhana Sharma. Dr. Sadhana. Dr. Uma Sharma. Dr. Sohanlal Solanki. Dr. Devendra Kumar. And Dr. Maya.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's my great privilege to be speaking to you about Dr. Deep Srivastav, who happens to be the Achanta Lakshmipati orator for this year, Secretary of NAMS, and I heavily depend on him for his contributions from time to time. The Achanta Lakshmipati oration was instituted in 1973 for an oration on a subject which has relevance to maternal and child health, women's health, and community nutrition. The 2014-15 oration has been awarded to Dr. Deep Narayan Srivastav, FAMS, Professor, Department of Radio Diagnosis, All India Institute of Medical Sciences at Ansari Nagar in New Delhi. His oration is on role of percutaneous non-vascular interventional radiology treatments in musculoskeletal lesions. And it was delivered this morning brilliantly by Dr. Deep Srivastav.
I would request His Excellency, our Chief Guest, the Governor of Bihar, to give award to the Secretary, Dr. Deep Narayan Srivastava.
So the next oration is Dr. R.V. Rajam oration. This oration was instituted in 1977 on the occasion of 80th birthday celebration of Dr. R.V. Rajam and is awarded to an eminent medical or public health scientist to deliver an oration on a subject which has relevance to health needs of the country, including amongst others, other basic and clinical and community health research. And this time, this oration has been awarded to Dr. T. Rajkumar, who is Professor and Head Department of Molecular Oncology, Cancer Institute, Chennai. His oration is on cervical cancer, bench to bedside. So next oration is Colonel Sangam Lal Memorial Oration. It was instituted in 1979 to perpetuate the memory of late Colonel Sangam Lal and is delivered by a renowned surgeon in recognition of clinical and laboratory based research in all aspects of surgical science with impact on evidence based surgical practices. The 2014-15 oration has been awarded to Dr. Sandeep Kumar, who is Director, All India Institute of Medical Sciences, Bhopal, and his oration is on modern concept of benign breast disorders, its endocrinological background and treatment. Dr. Sandeep. So next oration is General Amir Chand oration. This oration was established in 1981 by Tilok Tirath Vidyavati Chutani Charitable Trust, Chandigarh. This oration is to be delivered by the awardee on the research work done in the specialty of non-communicable degenerative diseases. And this year, this oration has been awarded to Dr. Rakesh Kumar Chadda, who is Professor, Department of Psychiatry, All India Institute of Medical Sciences, New Delhi, His oration is on Global Burden of Mental Disorders, Meeting the Challenge. Next oration is Dr. V.R. Kahanolkar oration. It was instituted in 1987 in the memory of Dr. V.R. Kahanolkar, the first president of the Academy. The oration is delivered on biomedical scientists in the recognized work in the translational research, including gene therapy, biological therapy, genome development. And this year, this has been awarded to Dr. Lalit Kumar, who is Professor, Department of Medical Oncology, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar Institute of Rotary Cancer Hospital, All India Institute of Medical Sciences, New Delhi. And his oration is on multiple myeloma, from targeted therapy to autologous stem cell transplantation. Next oration is Dr. Prannath Chutani oration. This is instituted in 1999 on the subject of tropical medicine and communicable diseases. And this year, this award has been given to Dr. Milan Madhukar Gore, Scientist G, an officer in charge of National Institute of Virology, Gorakhpur Unit, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, Dr. B.R.D. Medical College, Gorakhpur. And his oration is on Japanese encephalitis virus, uniqueness of immune response, vaccine development, and future challenges. Next oration is Dr. K.L. Vig oration. This oration was instituted in 1993 in the memory of Professor K.L. Vig, one of the founder fellow of Academy. This is on the medical education in general, with proven track record of published work in the field of medical education. And this year this has been awarded to Dr. Rajo Singh China, who is Dean Academics and Professor of Gastroenterology, Dayanand Medical College, Ludhiana. And his oration is on innovations in strengthening of medical education in India. Next oration is Dr. S. Janaki Memorial Oration. This was instituted by National Academy of Medical Sciences during the year 2013 in the recognition of significant contribution of Dr. S. Janaki. And the orator must have an original contribution to the practice of neurology, especially pediatric and adolescent. And this year, this award has been given to Dr. Raj Kumar, who is Director of All India Institute of Medical Sciences, Rishikesh. And his oration is on high cervical myelopathy due to bony cervicovertebral junction anomalies, that is atlantoaxial dislocation in pediatric population. The next oration is Dr. Vimla Virmani Award. This award is given to in the field of physical and or psychological rehabilitation of neurological and or mentally affected subjects. And this year this award has been given to Dr. Ismail Shahibuddin, who is Associate Professor, Department of Psychiatry, Yenappa Medical College, Yenappa University, Mangalore. And his paper is on disability in persons with schizophrenia correlated to family burden and family distress among their caregivers. Next award is Shyamlal Saxena Memorial Award, which is in the memory of late Shri Shyamlal Saxena, and this award is given to the best unpublished or published work in the field of biomedical engineering or biomedical scientist. And this year this has been given to Dr. Shashi Ahuja, who is Associate Professor, Department of Ophthalmology, JIPMER, Pondicherry. Her paper is on retinal nerve fiber layer thickness analysis in case of papilledema using optical coherence tomography, a case control study. Dr. Shashi. Next oration is Dr. S.S. Mishra Memorial Oration. This award is on the memory of Dr. S.S. Mishra, a founder fellow of Academy, and it is again unpublished work in the field of biomedical research by a biomedical scientist which is below the age of 40 years. This has been awarded to Dr. Renu Gupta, who is Assistant Professor, Department of Anatomy, AIIMS, Jodhpur. Her paper is on morphometry of fetal and adult human pancreas and age-related changes, an electron microscopic study. Dr. Renu Gupta. Then Dr. R.M. Kasliwal Award. This is in the memory of Dr. R.M. Kasliwal and is awarded to best work in the field of colon and its disorder. This year, this has been awarded to Dr. Naveen Kalra, who is Additional Professor, Department of Radio Diagnosis, PGI Chandigarh. His paper is on comparison of CT colography with conventional colonoscopy in patients with ulcerative colitis. Dr. Naveen Kalra. Next award is Dental Public Health Award, which has been established by Indian Association of Public Health Dentistry. Aim is to recognize the merit and encouraging the talent of public health dentistry. This year, this award goes to Dr. Arpita Mohan, whose paper is on oral and dental health status in orphan children of Lucknow. She is from Lucknow. Next award is Dr. S.S. Sidhu Award, which is instituted in the year of 2013. It is awarded for the best published or unpublished work in the field of orthodontics and maxillofacial orthopedics. This year, this goes to Dr. Ambrish Bhagol, who is Assistant Professor, Department of Oral and Maxillofacial Surgery, Pandit B.D. Sharma, University of Health Sciences, Rohtak, and his paper is on prospective evaluation of a new classification system for the management of mandibular subcondylar fractures. Dr. Sidhu Award to Dr. Amrish. The next award is Dr. Vinod Kumar Bhargav Award, which is instituted in the year 2013. It is on the clinical pharmacology and drug development by a biomedical scientist. This year this goes to Dr. Mohammad Imran, who is Assistant Professor, Department of Pharmacology, Shahid Hassan Khan Mewati Government Medical College, Mewat, that is Gurgaon. His paper is on combinations of long-acting beta antagonist to tiotropium, a randomized double-blind controlled trial with academic clinical trial in moderate COPD male patients. Dr. Mohammad Imran. Next award goes to next award is Dr. Arthur Saramamuthu Thambia. This award is instituted in 2014 for best published unpublished work in the preventive dermatology, and this award goes to Dr. Sunil Dogra, who is Associate Professor, Department of Dermatology, PGI Chandigarh, and his paper is on clinical characteristics and outcome of multibacillary leprosy patients, a retrospective analysis of 730 patients in leprosy clinic in a tertiary care hospital in North India. So Dr. Dogra. The last award is Nanda Guddu Surya Narayan Rao Award. This has been started in 2014, and this is on the biomedical, clinical or public health scientist or biostatistician for significant contributions in the field of public health management. And this year this goes to Dr. Eliamma Matthew, who is Professor and Head, Division of Cancer Epidemiology and Biostatistics, Regional Cancer Center, Trivandrum, and her paper is Assessment of Follow-up and the Completeness and Accuracy of Cancer Case Ascertainment in 3 areas of India. At this juncture of academic orations, awards, fellowships and memberships, I would like to acknowledge Professor J.S. Bajaj, who is Chairman Academic Committee, Emeritus Professor of National Academy of Medical Sciences, who used to be our guest of honor, but this time he could not come. We wish his speedy recovery and join us soon.
Thank you, sir. Now, I would request President NAMS, Dr. Mukund S. Joshi, to deliver his address.
It's a long wait, ladies and gentlemen. But before I begin my thought process as taking over as the president of this academy, I have an apology to Mandeep for making that faux pas, and you know what. Chief guest for today, Honorable Governor, His Excellency Shri Ramnath Govindji, the guest of honor, Vice Chancellor Dr. Ravikant, distinguished members on the dais, ladies and gentlemen. I stand before you today with a great sense of satisfaction and pride to head this prestigious organization, the NAMS. As its president, I am grateful to the fellows of the Academy for unanimously choosing me as the president of this organization. It is and it has been a very humbling experience. I do hope that I fulfill your expectations in the next 3 years of my tenure. The objective of the Academy has to date pursued its activities by cultivation of scientific knowledge and its application to human welfare. The fellows and the council members over the years have deliberated, acted and achieved this aim most successfully. I only pray to God that He gives me enough wisdom and guidance to carry on the baton to the finishing line. The high standards of the education have been really the gold mine standard of this academy, and I do hope that we continue in the same vein that so many pioneers have done in the past. The academy has eternally encouraged academic excellence amongst the medical fraternity. It has recognized and honored outstanding achievements of several scientists, physicians, and academicians by conferring fellowships and memberships to the academy. The two symposia in this meeting, namely the maternal and child health up to 2015 and beyond, and non-alcoholic fatty liver disease in children, adolescents, are in accordance with our burning national health problems. The various orations on a variety of topics of medical interest are a testimony to the constant efforts that the Academy has undertaken on various academic excellences. I thank the Oration Committee to have brought us state-of-the-art happenings in the field of medicine, and we will soon be inaugurating our wonderful auditorium in the premise of the Academy and also updating our website in the near future. This will be a dream come true for Professor J.S. Bajaj, the towering personality who has over several decades who has been thinking of nothing else but the betterment of the academy. Probably from its inception, from 1961 to date, he is one pillar of strength as far as the academy is concerned. He has been the backbone of this organization and has guided the academy to be where it is today, and thanks to the exceptional zeal and love for the organization. He has been unable to be here from the meeting, but believe me, his heart and soul would be definitely in this meeting from his home. At this juncture, on a very personal note, I will be indebted to the two Iron ladies, and that is Snehalata Deshmukh and Prema Ramchandran. That most of it is what they would know what I mean in this particular organization. And finally, ladies and gentlemen, I would be failing in my duty if I did not thank the organizers of this meeting for the excellent arrangements and the great job that they have done. And well done, Dr. Singhs, the two Singhs on the dais out here, Dr. G.K. Singh and Dr. C.M. Singh, and all your team members who have done everything possible. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you are enjoying the academics that have been given to you and the great hospitality and the food at the 55th Annual Conference of AIIMS. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for your words of appreciation. Now, I would request Professor Ravi Kant, who is the guest of honor, to address the august gathering.
On His Excellency Shri Ramnath Kovind ji, President of the Association, Shri Mukund S. Joshi ji, Professor G.K. Singh, Director, Dr. D.N. Shrivastava, Dr. Nitin Kumar, Professor C.N. Singh. Esteemed fellows, members, ladies and gentlemen. The whole story now will be in next century that not how many papers we publish, but how many patents each institution have. It is the entire story of patents, and therefore the key factor will be where is the curiosity. It is the innovation which will change ways and not the number of papers. Somehow the trend has become specific that rule of 10,000 hours will serve for survival as enunciated by the Indian Institute of Management, Ahmedabad, will survive that unless until you put so many hours, nothing tangible is going to happen. But that is one part. If we want to help the public, and that is probably the motto of opening so many AIIMS at so many places, it is the innovation for the local needs which has to be done. Let's not forget how this modern medicine came. When the death rate in French and British troops came to around 20% in a given year, then the modern doctors were requested to come from England and help the army. Then came the number of those who were paying revenue, they were dying around 20 to 30%. And then the civilian doctors came. So the modern medicine has come in a very interesting way that when the troops die in an unnatural death, you need help. And similarly, when public is either, say, disablated or involved with disease which can be prevented, it means the government is absolutely keen that GDP will not increase unless until every one of us contribute. And this phenomena that health is essential for GDP, health is essential for growth. Now is the time to decide, should we continue with this anemic funding of 1.4% to the health, or should we go to the more modest 9% of Brazil, or should we go to modern Scandinavia, US, Europe around 12 to 14% of GDP? Because unless until the public is healthy, who will be doing the production? Where will the work will come from if the public is ill? And therefore, apart from curiosity, apart from pain of putting by the physicians of expertise and everything, apart from desire for innovation, apart from working for the patient all the time, is equally important that the matching funding must come either from the state or from the corporate sector, or maybe increased charges on the patient. We know that 46% of the population is reasonably poor and 10% is below $2 a day. And therefore, we can't expect patients to pay such a heavy cost of modern medicine. More than ever, it is the need that the state must put not 1.4%, but at least 9% of the budget into the health in order that the local GDP, the local wealth, and the what you call as khushhali should increase. And I end with these words that survival of any population will depend on how much input we do in happiness. And for one part of happiness, the health is a major criteria. And I take this opportunity to thank also Professor G.K. Singh for inviting me to be here. Thank you very much.
We thank you, sir, for your thought-provoking and aspiring words. It's indeed a moment of our chief guest. Now, I would request His Excellency, the Governor of Bihar, Honorable Shri Ram Nath Kovind, to deliver the convocation address.
किंग जॉर्ज मेडिकल यूनिवर्सिटी लखनऊ के कुलपति डॉक्टर रविकांत जी, राष्ट्रीय चिकित्सा विज्ञान अकादमी के वर्तमान अध्यक्ष डॉक्टर मुकुंद एस जोशी जी, सचिव डॉक्टर DN श्रीवास्तव जी, एम्स पटना के निदेशक डॉक्टर GK सिंह जी, राष्ट्रीय चिकित्सा विज्ञान अकादमी के 55वें राष्ट्रीय अधिवेशन के आयोजन सचिव डॉक्टर CM सिंह जी, विभिन्न राज्यों से पधारे चिकित्सकगण, एम्स पटना के प्राध्यापक, छात्र एवं चिकित्सकगण, मीडिया प्रतिनिधिगण, भाइयों एवं बहनों, एम्स पटना के तत्वाधान में आयोजित राष्ट्रीय चिकित्सा विज्ञान अकादमी के 55वें अधिवेशन के उद्घाटन हेतु मुझे आमंत्रित करने के लिए मैं आप सबको धन्यवाद ज्ञापित करता हूँ। ज्ञान, विज्ञान, शिक्षा, न्याय और कला संस्कृति आदि सभी दृष्टियों से उत्कृष्ट विरासतों को संभालने वाले बिहार प्रदेश की राजधानी पटना में पधारे आप सभी लभ्य प्रतिष्ठित चिकित्सकों का मैं स्वागत करता हूं। हम सभी अवगत हैं कि राष्ट्रीय चिकित्सा विज्ञान अकादमी की स्थापना 21 अप्रैल 1961 को हुई थी और 19 दिसंबर 1961 को भारत के प्रथम प्रधानमंत्री पंडित जवाहरलाल नेहरू ने इसे औपचारिक रूप से उद्घाटित किया था। तब से लगातार इस अकादमी द्वारा चिकित्सा क्षेत्र में उत्कृष्ट सेवा करने वाले चिकित्सकों को फेलोशिप और सदस्यता प्रदान की जाती रही है। अकादमी स्वास्थ्य सुविधाओं के विकास और स्थानीय स्वास्थ्य समस्याओं के निराकरण की दिशा में सदैव तत्पर रही है। बिहार में भी स्थानीय असमानताओं को दूर करते हुए समाज के अंतिम पायदान पर खड़े आम गरीब आदमी तक को सहज, सस्ता और उत्कृष्ट कोटि की स्वास्थ्य सुविधाएं मुहैया कराने में अकादमी हमेशा अग्रसर रही है। पटना एम्स अपने प्रारंभिक दिनों से ही राज्य में गंभीर बीमारियों के निराकरण, उनकी चिकित्सा तथा उनसे जुड़े शोध एवं परीक्षण आदि कार्यों में लगातार सचेष्ट रहा है। ग्रामीण एवं सुदूरवर्ती ग्रामीण क्षेत्रों में भी अपनी स्वास्थ्य सुविधाएं उपलब्ध कराने की दिशा में पटना एम्स के सार्थक प्रयास धीरे धीरे प्रतिफलित होने लगे हैं। राज्य के आपदा प्रबंधन विभाग के साथ समन्वय बनाकर दुर्घटना से पीड़ित व्यक्ति को तुरंत चिकित्सा उपलब्ध कराने के उद्देश्य से संचालित पटना एम्स का संकट मोचन कार्यक्रम धीरे धीरे बहुत लोकप्रिय होता जा रहा है। इस अभियान को इलेक्ट्रॉनिक संचार माध्यमों से संबद्ध कर यथाशीघ्र चिकित्सीय सुविधाएं उपलब्ध कराने के प्रयास काफ़ी कारगर एवं जीवन रक्षक सिद्ध हुए हैं। मुझे बताया गया है कि पटना एम्स वीडियो कॉन्फ्रेंसिंग के माध्यम से निःशुल्क विशेष चिकित्सीय सुझाव भी देता है। मुझे जानकारी मिली है कि पटना एम्स में मोबाइल के जरिए भी OPD में ऑनलाइन निबंधन की सुविधा उपलब्ध है। प्रत्येक रोगी एवं उसके रोग इतिहास के बारे में ये स्वास्थ्य संस्थान इलेक्ट्रॉनिक डाटा संग्रह का दायित्व भी बखूबी निभा रहा है, जो पूरे जीवन में कभी भी किसी रोगी की चिकित्सा में अत्यंत सहायक साबित होगा। मुझे यह भी बताया गया है कि पटना एम्स के अत्यंत आधुनिक ऑपरेशन थिएटर में ज्वाइंट रिप्लेसमेंट के 4 बड़े ऑपरेशन भी मार्च 2014 के बाद से अब तक की अवधि में सफलतापूर्वक किए गए हैं। मुझे विश्वास है कि पटना एम्स के तत्वाधान में आयोजित हो रहा राष्ट्रीय चिकित्सा विज्ञान अकादमी का ये 55वां अधिवेशन अत्यंत सफलतापूर्वक संपन्न होगा। मैं आशा करता हूं कि आप सभी इस समारोह में चिकित्सा विज्ञान के आधुनिक शोध निष्कर्षों पर विचार करते हुए संक्रामक एवं गंभीर बीमारियों की उपचार विधियों पर गंभीरता और पूरी व्यापकता पूर्वक विचार करेंगे। बिहार से काफ़ी संख्या में रोगी दिल्ली, मुंबई, चेन्नई, कोलकाता, लखनऊ आदि शहरों में जाते हैं। मुझे उम्मीद है पटना एम्स की स्थापना से बिहार एवं निकटवर्ती प्रदेशों को सहज एवं कम व्यय पर आधुनिक चिकित्सा सुविधाएं सुलभ हो जाएंगी। मैं राष्ट्रीय चिकित्सा विज्ञान अकादमी के इस 55वें राष्ट्रीय समारोह की समग्र सफलता के लिए पुनः अपनी शुभकामनाएं देता हूं और आप सबके प्रति अपना धन्यवाद ज्ञापित करता हूं। जय हिंद।
The members of this institution thanks you for your patronage and consideration. Now, I would request our Honorable Director, Sir, to give mementos and shawl to our chief guest as a memory to cherish. Now, I would request Director Sir to honor our guest of honor, Professor Ravi Kant. Now, our Director Sir will honor Professor Mukund S. Joshi, who is the President NAMS. Now, I would request our Honorable Director to honor Dr. D.N. Srivastava, Secretary NAMS. I would request Dr. G.K. Singh, our Honorable Director, to honor Dr. C.M. Singh, who is the Organizing Secretary of this NAMSCON 2015. Now, I would request Professor Ravi Kant, who is the Vice Chancellor of KGMU and our guest of honor today, to honor our Honorable Director, Sir G.K. Singh. As the evening draws to a close, I request our Organizing Secretary, Dr. C.M. Singh, to deliver the vote of thanks.
Honorable Governor of Bihar, His Excellency Sri Ram Nath Kovind sir, Vice Chancellor of King George Medical University and guest of honor of today, Professor Ravi Kant sir, President National Academy of Medical Sciences, Professor Mukund S. Joshi sir, our Honorable Director, Secretary National Academy of Medical Sciences, Professor Deepnand Srivastava sir, dignitaries of the dais, friends and colleagues. It is basically a privilege and honor to deliver a vote of thanks to a gathering of such high amplitude of wisdom and knowledge. It is my privilege to give the vote of thanks in 55th Annual National Congress of National Academy of Medical Sciences. Uh, at the outset, I would like to pay my gratitude toward His Excellency, the Governor of Bihar, Sri Ramnath Kovind sir, for his inspiring address. We are greatly encouraged by your kind presence and stimulating words, sir. I would like to express my obligation to Professor J.S. Bajaj, though he is not here, the Emeritus President of Academy, for her constant and relentless and meticulous guidance during the organization of this conference. My sincere thanks to Professor Ravi Kant, Honorable Vice Chancellor of KGMC, for sparing his valuable time to be here as a guest of honor. We thank you, sir. I would like to thank Dr. Mukund Sadasiv Joshi, the President, National Academy of Medical Sciences, for his support. I would also like to thank the Secretary of National Academy of Medical Sciences, Deep Narayan Srivastava, sir, for his constant, valuable guidance during the organization of this conference. I would also like to convey my sincere thanks to the Chairman of Organizing Committee, the Dynamic Director of our Institute, Professor G.K. Singh, sir, for his constant expert input, advice, and unfailing support on each and every step of organizing of this conference. Thank you, sir. I would like to express my genuine thanks to all directors of new AIMS, council members, distinguished panel of speakers, delegate, participant, and learned guests for their participation at this conference. I would also like to congratulate to all fellow members for their achievements. I extend my thankfulness to delegates who have made this conference a success, and I hope they have a memorable stay at Patna. Professor P.K. Misra, Professor Prema Ramchandran, Professor Saroj Chunamani, Professor S.S. Deshmukh, Professor Rakesh Chadha, Professor Sandeep Kumar, Professor Raj Kumar, Professor Sanjeev Misra, sir, I want to thank all these dignitaries for their thought-provoking idea and blessing in organizing of this conference. Thank you, sir. I would like to appreciate and thank all the members of organizing committee and all my colleagues for their enormous cooperation and dedication in conducting this conference. Without their cooperation and full support, this conference would not have been possible. So I want to thank all the committee members, of organizing committee members. If I start taking name, it will be difficult to name everyone. But I want to thank each and every individual of my organizing committee. I would like to express my genuine thanks to member of National Academy of Medical Sciences administrative staff and administrative staff of AIMS Patna to help during the organization of this conference. Lastly, but not the least, I would like to appreciate the efforts of vibrant, enthusiastic students of this institute for the help they accorded during the organization of this conference. Before I conclude, I express my acknowledgement to the print and electronic media for the efforts they have taken to cover these important events. And last, I would like to thank you all. Thank you.
There will be a general body meeting in the LT1 after this. Now I request all of you to please stand up to vocalize the national anthem.
अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तब शुभ नामे जागे तब शुभ आशीष मागे गाहे तब जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे.
Stand up as the academic procession is leaving the venue and remain standing till the procession leaves.
दान दिन। शुरुआत जन्म देने से लेकर जीवन दान देने तक कितना